Man gunned down ex-wife in front of kids hours after she won the house, the truck, and the custody of the children in divorce court. More after this. Hello everyone, and welcome back to AFG's Point of View, where I give you my analysis on the most popular topics in the world today. In today's video, we have an ex-husband killing his ex-wife in front of the kids because she basically took him for everything. Before I dive into the details of the video, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to AFG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. More awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. I'm diving in. A 38-year-old man in Nevada was arrested last week for allegedly gunning down his ex-wife just hours after the two appeared in court for a divorce-related hearing in which he apparently felt he lost to the victim. Roidan Durruthy-Mendoza was taken into custody on Friday and charged with one account of open murder, 2 accounts of attempted murder and with a deadly weapon, and 2 counts of domestic battery with a deadly weapon, and the slaying of Marillorky Tamayo-Cruz, and court documents reveal. According to a probable cause affidavit, officers with the Las Vegas Metro Police Department at about 2:40 p.m. on August 17th, responded to a call about a shooting taking place at an apartment complex in the 3900 block of South Jones Boulevard near Flamingo Road in Las Vegas. The caller, later identified as the victim's daughter, told the dispatcher to hurry up, adding, "He's got a gun," while the dispatcher said multiple gunshots could be heard in the background. There's a lot of commotion and screaming, and the daughter sounded as though she walked away from the phone, the affidavit states. When she got back to the phone, she said her mother was dead. Upon arriving at the scene, first responders found 2 additional victims who had suffered gunshot wounds, in addition to Tamayo-Cruz, who also was pronounced dead on the scene. The 2 other victims, one suffered a gunshot wound to the elbow and the other gunshot wound to the eye, were transferred to a local hospital for treatment. The suspect was identified as Durruthy-Mendoza, described as a Cuban male who wore all white, fled the scene in a white pickup truck. Wow. How convenient. Investigators on the scene recovered 11 cartridge cases from the scene and noted that a security door and front door of the apartment had been shot off. So she basically was safe inside of her apartment, but he said, "No, I'm coming to get your ass," regardless. And he got through and did what he felt like he needed to do. What a shame. She suffered a fatal gunshot wound to the forehead. Wow. A 9mm handgun was found next to the body. So he shot her and just left the gun right there. At about 3:10 p.m., cameras captured Durruthy-Mendoza parking his car in front of the LVMPD records and fingerprint bureau to get out wearing a shirt covered in apparent blood. He went inside, requested to speak to an officer, then went back outside and sat on a bench. Okay, this is kind of odd now. When police approached, they had noted his shirt was saturated with the apparent blood as they asked Durruthy-Mendoza, "What happened?" "I killed my wife," he allegedly responded. Durruthy-Mendoza also stated that his wife's daughter had stabbed him in the left shoulder. Wow. In an interview with the daughter, she told the police that she was with her mother shortly before the shooting. During that time, her mother told her she had won in court that day and Durruthy-Mendoza would be getting the house, the truck, and the custody of the children. And he also had small children as well. They had a 2-year-old daughter that was there as well. So I'm not going to, continue to go read the story. I'm going to let you read on your own leisure. It's a pretty lengthy story, but it's also a pretty sad story. You know what I'm saying? And let's get right to the point because no need to belabor the facts. First and foremost, this guy went to court, okay? And basically, for whatever reason, why the court felt like he should lose the divorce case, he just felt like she was probably the better parent, because it's not really giving you any details as to why she won. I can continue to read on. I'm quite sure you don't. I'm not going to bore you with that. I want to let you go on and read on your own. So yeah, like I said, it's just talking about the murder, but maybe he might have been one of those guys that cheated on his wife, treated her, bad, because, it's some bad dudes out here, you know what I'm saying? And some bad women too. I'm not going to say that, you know what I'm saying? But for someone to snap like that and to go all out, like, okay, you lose the house and the truck, you gotta move on. Most of the time, if you're in a divorce decree, I've been together for so many years, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. Basically, the court, I'm not sure if the court is saying that he can't see his kids, but she wants custody of the kids. So if she wants custody of the kids, she can kind of, blackball him a little bit and be like, nah, I ain't letting you see the kids. I'm gonna do what I want to do with the kids. You know what I'm saying? We going out this time. Oh, well, I want to see the kids. You want to go to my mom's house? We can see the kids. No, we're going to my relatives over here in California. You know what I'm saying? Because they was from Las Vegas, Nevada. So, well, no, we're not going there. We're going over to Portland because, it's some petty ass women out here when it comes to men. Now, at the end of the day, did she deserve a bullet shot to the forehead? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You went into a court of law and you lost fair and square. Now, they had the house, which was probably in their names. They had the truck, which was probably in their names. And obviously with the children, you need two people to create one child. So they probably had shared custody. They probably looked at his background, his stuff, looked at her background, her stuff, and was like, no, she gets it. Because most women win anyway. It's not a lot of times where you see the man win everything. Very rarely do you see that. You know what I'm saying? Unless this chick is just like completely off the rails, you know what I'm saying? And she's no good. Very rarely do you see a woman not win, okay? Now, as a man, you lose. It's a gut punch. I get it. For me, you getting custody of the kids and now I gotta worry about not being able to see my kids, yeah, I'm gonna feel some type of way about it. And even if I do get my kids, I can't drive over there to get you because now I gotta ride the bus because I don't have no damn car. Okay, but guess what? Now we get into the car, now we're riding the bus and go get the kids, where I'm gonna take y'all? I can't take you home to the crib because now your mom on the crib. So everything that he had basically was just snatched away from him. Now I don't know, like I said, he could have cheated on his wife, he could have been very abusive. You know what I'm saying? It could have been, just an all-out asshole. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows why the judge gave him custody of all that? What I'm going to do is I'm going to look into other stories and see if I can find the real background as to see why he lost. Because, once he found out that he lost, okay, he just snapped. He just flat out just snapped. There's nothing you can do. Okay? If he's truly into his kids, so forth and so on, then okay, that hurts. Now, what gets me is, it seemed like he had temper problems, he was a little angry, this and that. Because let me explain something to y'all. I've been married before, and I recently got divorced. I ain't hunting this chick down to put a bullet in her brain, okay, and then run to the cop and tell him I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Yes, it hurts, okay? Now, granted, in his particular case, the mom got custody of the kids. If he was smart, he'd have played his part. Okay, she won. All right, cool. Let me fade to black a little bit, get my mind right, give me a little apartment, do a little something, try to get me back on my feet. So then I come back correct and just be like, yo, I still want to have a relationship with my kids, So, don't do me like that. A real good woman will allow you to have a relationship with your children, A particular, that's a particular spot where a man can just flat out snap. Because now you telling me I can't see my kids. I love my children, now I can't see them. Nah, fam, you're not doing that. We definitely not doing that. And some guys will snap. Some women will snap. If you do the same thing for them. Now, what alarms me is the fact that after they lost, he slid off, got the gun, went to work. That lets me know he had an attitude problem, he had a temper problem, Because someone without a temper problem would have been like, damn. You'd have felt some kind of way, you've been in your feelings or whatever for a little bit until your homies would be like, yo, get back on your feet. You might have had a homie you could have stayed with or something, and then get back on your feet, stack your chips up, give them a couple hours for letting you stand there, It ain't the whole thing, but a little something to hold you down. You still got your job, So if you was working, So, you could have got back on your feet and did what you needed to do. The fact that you just said, F it, I'm about to go slide over this chick, you took everything I got, okay, boom, not necessary at all. It's not necessary at all. It should have never happened like that. The fact that you got stabbed in the shoulder, now, them kids don't want nothing to do with you. Now, you just ruined their life, because mommy is dead and daddy is in prison for the rest of his life. Now, who these kids gonna turn to? That's being real effing selfish. So a lot of these people don't think the process all the way through. They just working through their emotions or whatever, and they just a little upset. And sometimes you need some time to think, get your thoughts together. It said hours after that. No, if my man had time to sleep on it, he might have thought and did something different. But he snapped, slid off, got the gun, said, nah, this ain't it. And boom. It's an unfortunate situation. I hope and pray these kids get the support that they need from the remaining family members, and they can stick together and just have some sort of life, a decent life, because it's a cold world out here, and just to leave them little girls, them young ladies, by themselves, and not have no one looking out for them, that's a cold thing. And as a father, that ain't even good. I don't even consider that man a father. I consider him a baby daddy. Anybody can make a baby, fam. But the real ones are called fathers. And I know for a fact that I'm a great father. I do everything I gotta do for my children. I have a good relationship with mom. We divorced. I don't want to see no hurt, no harm come to her. I want to see her shine. I want to see her thrive and flourish, even if it's not with me. Because at the end of the day, it's my job to make sure my girls is straight, and I'm here. I have to protect my girls at all costs and make sure they got everything that they need. So, as a father, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna continue to do that, and it is what it is. So, with that being said, if you like what you've heard, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the like button as well to bring more awesome, loving, and wonderful people over, similar to yourself. All my normal subscribers, thanks for coming back. All my new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to AG's Point of View. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Bring more of your friends over. That way you won't feel like you're being stingy. Visitors, come on now, what y'all waiting on? You should have been subscribed, but I give you a break. Hit the subscribe button. Even if you're not willing to make a decision right now, hit the like button. It'll give you opportunity to be able to see it tomorrow, see what else I got to offer for you, and then we can go on and make a commitment, and we can live happily ever after. Everything will be great. Do me a huge favor while y'all doing all them clicking and hitting and moving and all that kind of stuff. Come check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You can also check me out on Facebook and YouTube Shorts, of course. I'm all over the internet. On Facebook, I'm on AFG's, TV. Everywhere else, AFG's POV, as you can very well see. I thank every single one of y'all for watching the video. I'm truly humbled by the many thousands of people that watch my videos on a daily basis. just know that I love every single one of y'all, and I have something special planned for those who've been loyal and stuck it out with me through and through. So with that being said, I love every single one of y'all, as I already said. But guess what? I'll see you in the next video. Be careful, y'all. Peace.